John, frustrating night today, but got the bonus point in the end. How do you think the game went overall tonight?
Yeah, I thought first half we were too slow to get the blocks. The first 20 minutes we said to the players, you know, we pointed out Elgin City game where we didn't start properly and allowed them to get a foothold, and that's exactly what happened again tonight. We allowed Stirling to get in the first 20 minutes. They were lively, energetic, they didn't want to lose heavily like they did on Saturday, and we didn't get going. The last 25 minutes, first half, we started to be a bit better, we started to move the ball with chances, but our belief in finishing was poor in the first half. We had a good chat at half time about what we had to do, and we did. The second half totally dominated the game for 35-40 minutes there, and you know, started to create chances. I thought our choice was poor in the last third. I thought we took the wrong pass, we took the wrong option, the movement wasn't quite right. We started to resort to just a wee bit too long. We know Phil's quick, but you know, we've got to look to go and play off people. And then, you know, we could have been caught out because we started to chase and chase and chase, and if Stirling had a wee bit composure, they had a couple of wee sort of squeaks near the end there that could have cost us. But you can't miss the chances that we missed tonight. The ball's flashing across the face of goals. John Baird should have scored with the header that was flicked on. The keeper saves it. He's got to be clinical. It's a point drop for us, you know. In the end, we're grateful to a fantastic Mark Ridger's save to make sure that we progress with the extra point on penalties. Yeah,
it was a great save by Mark, but it was sort of a bizarre penalty shootout. First 5 penalties being missed, and then it was only been 2-0 overall. Yeah,
it's what you said. I think, you know, we said to the players there, you know, go and be brave, put your foot through it and hit the target. If the keeper saves it, keeper saves it. No, to miss two ourselves was obviously not ideal, but Ian and Liam have stuck the ball away, and as I said, one thing you do have with Mark Ridgers is a huge unit in the goals when it comes to penalty shootout, and his second save is magnificent. It's as good a save as you'll see, but we can only be thankful that obviously the Stirling lads maybe showed a bit of tiredness and fatigue and didn't hit the target, but it looked, I think it was indicative of the games. There was a lot of good stuff from 18-18 and nobody seemed to have that clinical touch in the box, and it went all the way to penalties as well.
So Feliciano Susan came on for his debut today, just for a second half there. How do you think he played?
Yeah, well listen, he's got to get to know us, we've got to get to know him. I thought we just resorted to going too long at times. He likes the ball slid through the channels, and we've got to be a bit braver and a bit more care on the ball in the middle of the park, show our passing skills and stuff. But I just thought from the start tonight we didn't get going about them like we wanted to go about them. We're working hard enough. I can't complain about the work rate, but they've got to understand that there's a discipline to the team shape, a discipline to the way we want them to play at times, and allow our players in the last third to show their quality and their flair that they've got. And we just, the last third was the frustrating aspect tonight, because I thought 18-18 we were fine. We just didn't show enough quality in the final third to hurt our opponents.
And Jake Mulroney had to come off in the first half there. Was that injury?
Yeah, Jake said he had a sore groin. He was fine in training, and he said he had a sore groin, so he came off. That's Jake. You know, sometimes he's at it, he's lively, he's ready to go, and sometimes he just, you know, he's got wee niggles. That's something that we'll have to deal with, and you know, if he's fit and ready to go, we can play him, and if he's feeling something, then next time then we won't.
And obviously looking forward to Saturday now, Falkirk. That's a big game in this group now.
Yeah, of course it is. I think it was always going to be the big game in the group. We'd like to have gone into it 3 points clear, but what really means now is to ensure our qualification. We're going to have to win our last 2 matches, and that's where we are. You know, if we'd won tonight in 90 minutes and then beaten Falkirk on Saturday, we'd have been just about there. We would have maybe just needed a point at Station Park, but now we'll have to go and win both matches.
Thanks for that, John.
Well, thank you. Cheers.